guys, my name is Ivan. Thanks for watching and subscribing my channel where you can get my latest videos. And if you aren't so interested in English like me, why don't you join my English groups on Facebook? Yes, you can speak English. I'm sure you will find something interesting and make friends with everybody. Well, in my last video, we discussed about the pronunciation of the T sound in American English. And I have received lots of messages from you guys. Thanks for your support and comments. Well, today we will change to another interesting topic that I mentioned in my last video. I don't know if you guys can guess it, but here is my answer. That is the pronunciation of the R sound. Well, this sound seems familiar to you guys, but it's also one of the most popular mistakes that Vietnamese learners make when studying English. Do you know why? Well, let me have you find out the answers. Well, in this topic, you have to answer 3 questions. The first, what is the difference between American accent and British accent in the R sound? The second, why can't Vietnamese learners pronounce this sound correctly? And the last one, how can we solve this problem? Well, I will help you to answer these questions respectively. Well, for the first question, look at my example and listen to me very carefully, then think of your answer. Okay? I will pronounce these sounds in 2 ways. The first will be American accent and the second will be British accent. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, it's up. Read and read. Again, read and read. The second example is a card and cut. Once more, card and cut. The last one is a jar of coffee and jar of coffee. Okay? Jar of coffee and jar of coffee. So what is the difference? Well, if you pay attention to my pronunciation, you will see that in American accent, we have to pronounce the R sound in every situation. It means that the R sound is never silent because it is the strongest sound of all the sounds. Like we say read or card or jar of coffee, jar of coffee. But in British accent, sometimes the R sound is silent and sometimes it is pronounced. Like we say cut, the R sound is silent. But it's where we say read, the R sound is pronounced. So what is the rule? Well, in British accent, we only pronounce the R sound in 2 situations. The first, if the R sound acts like a consonant, like the word read is a consonant sound, so we have to pronounce it. And if the R sound acts like a vowel sound, we have to pronounce it when it goes before a vowel. For example, the word jar of coffee, jar of coffee, because the R sound goes before a vowel, so we have to pronounce it like jar of coffee. But in this word, we just say cut, cut. The R sound is silent because it doesn't go before the vowel. You see that? In American accent, we have to pronounce the R sound whenever it appears. How about the second question? Why can't Vietnamese learners pronounce these sounds correctly? In fact, we have the R sound in Vietnamese and sometimes we think they are similar. So now let's take the examples. Well, this is English and this is Vietnamese. We say rock, rock. But this one we say rừng, rừng. Well, I don't mention the local accent here. Maybe we live in the north, the center, or the south of Vietnam. Your pronunciation is a little bit different. But the main thing I want you guys to know is the difference between English and Vietnamese in pronunciation. We'll come back to these words. We say rock and rain. So you can find that the R sound in English is much stronger and the R sound in Vietnamese is much more relaxed. To be clearer, let's take the second example. We say travel, travel, and day. Can you see? Travel and day. Well, actually, the TR in the word travel is much stronger and the TR in the word day is much more relaxed. So, can you answer the second question? The R sound in Vietnamese is different from the R sound in English. It's much more relaxed. Important though. Like my previous topic, I try my best to draw the rule. It's very difficult for me to draw the rule, especially in pronunciation. But yeah, I did, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. And some of definitions are named by me, so you may not hear them before. Well, the R sound is divided into 3 groups. They are the consonant sound, like the word truck, or vowel in the word for. The last group is the combination of consonant and vowel. We say rare. Once more, rare, for, and truck. Well, today I'm going to talk about the vowel. Are you ready to find out the rule of vowel? Well, there are 2 main groups of vowel. They are mixed sound and unmixed sound. Let me explain these definitions. It is called mixed sound because it consists of 2 syllables which can mix together. Let me tell you in details. In mixed sound, we have 3 main groups. They are ear, air, and or. You can see that it consists of 2 syllables, e and and it's very easy for you to blend them together. You can say ear, ear, like here, dear, clear. This one is similar. You say air and we say air, air in the word care, chair, and bear. The last one, and you say or in the word sure, tourism, and poor. Especially this word sure, sometimes it is pronounced like sure, like for sure. Sometimes they say for sure. Or poor, it is sometimes pronounced like poor. Once more, we say or in the words sure, tourism, and poor. Air, like care, chair, and bear. Ear, like here, dear, and clear. You get it? Well, these words belong to unmixed sound because 2 syllables remain separate. It's very hard for you to blend them together. It means that you cannot pronounce them fast like mixed sound. To pronounce them correctly, you have to borrow another sound to help you connect the first vowel to the next one. In unmixed sound, we have 3 groups. They are ear, oir, and hour. As I said, you have to borrow another sound to help you connect the first one to the next one. In group ear, you have to borrow a little y. Okay? We say ear, or oir. You have to borrow also a little y. Oir. And the last one, you have to borrow a little w. You say hour. Well, do you recognize that you cannot pronounce this sound unless you borrow another sound. In the group higher, like tire, higher, fire, or oil in the word employer. The next one, hour in the word sour, flower, and hour. Can you understand the unmixed sound now? The first group vowel, it is divided into mixed sound and unmixed sound we have already found out. And how are the consonants and the combination of vowel and consonant we will discuss next time. I hope this video will be useful and it helps you guys to improve your pronunciation. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See ya!